Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News Today starts now.
With less than 3 weeks until Election Day, both major party presidential candidates are on the campaign trail. Democratic nominee Joe Biden stopped in Metro Detroit Friday, and it's President Trump's turn to visit Michigan today, where he's planning to stop for a rally.
Rapid rise. Health officials have repeatedly warned the U.S. about a second wave of COVID-19. Data now suggesting those fears are well-founded.
This is something that's serious, that we need to take seriously, and all you need to do is look at the numbers.
And here at home, new coronavirus cases are rising fast, with more than 2,000 infections confirmed for the second straight day. New today, what's being discussed in Lansing to help stop the spread.
But first, there's a frost advisory in effect right now, and we're tracking a chance of rain this weekend. Will it impact your plans? We're going to have to get over to Andrew. Mixed bag this weekend. Okay, so we're getting a bit of everything.
A little bit of the whole jumble together, but I like the temperature right now. We had the windows open last night.
Did you?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's nice to sleep when it's cold out.
No. It was way too cold for me to have the windows open. I need to, like, snuggle under a big blanket.
But see, that's what Zen is for.
Exactly.
There you go. That's how we adapt, folks. And you're right. Yeah, we have snuggle weather still in place for this morning, with temperatures that are starting off right around the freezing mark. Frost advisory up for all of southeast Michigan as well for the next hour. We're looking at 33 over at Metro Airport. Same thing in Howell. Don't be surprised by frost on the windshield and on our lawns once again as we are waking up on this Saturday morning. But the stage is set for you to make this a terrific day, folks. We have some sunshine to help us out. Again, sunrise is at 7:49. We're looking at 51 degrees by noontime, 57 to 58 for a high by 4 p.m. Sure, a little cooler than average, but still looking and feeling good. We're looking at that frost advisory, not just for Motown, but all of southeast Michigan, from the Thumb down to the Ohio border, out toward Ann Arbor and Livingston County and farther to the west. 36 degrees as we look at downtown Detroit, with winds out of the southwest at around 8 miles per hour. It's going to be a beautiful day for today. Grab a jacket, grab your hat, and you're all set to make it a great one, whether it's heading to the apple orchard or anything else. We'll talk more about tomorrow and that chance of rain coming up.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Now to our coronavirus numbers. 2,015 new cases of COVID-19 have been confirmed in the past day. The state is also reporting 14 new deaths from the virus. Today's numbers are expected later this afternoon, and as always, we'll post them to clickondetroit.com the moment they come in. Well, meantime, on Monday morning, the Joint Legislative COVID Response Committee is going to meet to further discuss the increasing cases and hospitalizations.
But there remains uncertainty surrounding the state's COVID-19 orders after the Michigan Supreme Court struck down Governor Whitmer's emergency orders. And you might be wondering what's being done to fix that. Well, our Rod Maloney spent the day working to get answers, and here's what he learned.
Governor Whitmer's executive orders have given way to the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services clamping down with its own orders by requiring masks still and limiting crowd sizes in bars, restaurants, and other enclosed indoor spaces. Lansing sources tell Local 4 News negotiations are indeed underway between the Senate and the governor's office on more response bills and to reduce the confusion surrounding who should step in and when. One source said the focus is on making the state's overall COVID response similar to the Return to Learn school reopening plan earlier this year, allowing for more local control. One of the things the governor's agreed to do is to start sharing the data with the legislature that she used in her decision-making processes for much of the year. Now, the Mackinac Center for Public Policy brought the lawsuit leading to the Supreme Court's decision earlier this month. Patrick Wright, the lead lawyer, says that he is watching the process very carefully because he is still concerned that the health department may be overstepping its authority with its orders implemented right after the Supreme Court decision.
To the extent that they are seeking unlimited power for an unlimited time, it has echoes of what the Supreme Court said that the governor couldn't do it. It's very difficult to believe that one of her underlings can do it in her place. So yes, it is of some concern.
Rod Maloney, Local 4.
All right, thanks, Rod.
And those increasing numbers, particularly hospitalizations and deaths, are getting noticed in Lansing.
And as we mentioned earlier on Monday morning, the Joint Legislative COVID Response Committee will meet further to discuss the situation. We'll keep you updated.
And on the national front, the U.S. is leading the world in coronavirus cases. There are more than 8,050,000 confirmed cases in the U.S. In total, more than 218,000 Americans have died from the illness. That's according to a Johns Hopkins University database. And right now, states with the highest numbers are scrambling to slow the spread.
The president hosting rallies in both West Michigan and Wisconsin today, with thousands expected to attend. Unlikely to be mentioned, Wisconsin now seeing all-time record high new COVID cases, hospitalizations, and deaths.
We saw it at the Rose Garden just a couple of weeks ago, and we could see another super spreader event in Janesville tomorrow.
Hotspots are popping up again in Connecticut, at least 12 now dead in a nursing home outbreak in California, and New Mexico's average daily case count more than doubled over the past 2 weeks.
Pay attention to the facts. It is a deadly, highly contagious virus. The virus is now winning.
9 states just set a record, most cases in a day. On Thursday, we topped 60,000 nationwide for the first time since mid-August. Second wave or third wave, ominous either way.
If you think that by getting infected and saying poo-pooing the prevention modalities, that you're living in a vacuum and you're not, no, you're becoming part of the problem.
The CDC now has Thanksgiving guidelines. Dine inside only with people you live with. Drinking too much could cloud your judgment. And in-store Black Friday shopping is high risk. Meanwhile, disappointing news on remdesivir. Used on the president, it's the only drug explicitly authorized to treat COVID-19 in the U.S. It has little or no effect on mortality for hospitalized patients, according to the WHO. But better news on vaccines. Assuming positive data, Pfizer will apply for emergency authorization use in the U.S. soon, after the safety milestone is achieved in the third week of November. So after the election, the data would be reviewed not only by the FDA's own scientists, but also by an external panel of independent experts at a publicly held meeting convened by the agency to ensure public trust.
And Dr. Fauci is also warning the uptick in cases could only get worse with cooler temperatures as we head closer to the winter months.
Well, speaking of the president, he's planning on holding a campaign rally in West Michigan today. It will happen in Muskegon at 5 p.m. Be sure to stick with Local 4. We're sending a reporter to cover the event, and we'll update you as it happens, both on air and online at clickondetroit.com. Meantime, NBA legend Magic Johnson will be in Michigan today campaigning for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. He'll begin in Detroit to participate in Shop Talk Roundtable about voting with black men. He will then travel to Lansing for a voter mobilization event to urge Michiganders to vote early. Stick with Local 4 and clickondetroit.com for details on the events. And former VP Joe Biden was here himself in Southfield Friday, campaigning with Governor Whitmer and Senators Stabenow and Peters alongside him.
And after the event, we asked Biden what he would do differently than the Trump administration to combat the coronavirus pandemic. Here's what he said.
I would set out standards that not all of which I could mandate, but I would move on, and that is that every single person should be wearing a mask. The head of the CDC held up a mask and said, if in fact we wore these masks, it would save more lives between now and January than if we had a vaccine.
The campaign staff says they're not going to be surprised if Biden comes back to visit Michigan before the election.
And that just speaks to how important Michigan is in every presidential election.
And it's so important this year for both candidates. I'm sure we'll be seeing both of them quite a bit before November 3rd.
And speaking of the weather, we're looking at some beautiful temperatures, very much feeling like fall, Andrew.
You're exactly right, Priya and Grant. We're looking at temperatures today that make it into the 50s. Fall-like colors are already out there, near or at peak in many locations. What you can expect this afternoon and your Sunday and your next 7 days coming up.
Good morning. Lions on the road down in Jacksonville this weekend. The question to the coach was about job security. We'll hear from Coach Patricia coming up.
If this is your first time voting or you've recently moved, you need to register to vote.
Until October 19th, you can do it online, by mail, at a Secretary of State branch, your local city clerk's office, or at any agency that offers the service.
But after October 19th, you must go to your local city clerk's office. You can register there all the way through Election Day. But don't wait that long if you don't have to.
You can find more information about registering to vote at clickondetroit.com.